You got him. That's right. Wakey, wakey, hands off snaky boys. Let's wakey up. Let's do this thing, guys. Oh, what happened up there? What happened up there? Oh, waiting for everything to kick in, guys. Waiting for everything to kick in. It's a cold morning. Oh, man, we got a lot of news to cover this morning. A plot to bomb the New York Stock Exchange, guys. We're going to talk that this morning. That's a crazy, crazy story. We're going to get into all the things, guys. It is Thursday, True Crime Thursday, and they threw a story right on our lap. There was a potential bombing, a plot to bomb the New York Stock Exchange. We're going to see who foiled it. Scooby-Doo and his gang got in there and foiled it, guys. No, we're going to see, we're going to talk all the things on that, guys. We're going to talk Wakey Bakey news today in history. I've already gone poop, so we don't have to worry about me pooping my pants this morning again. We got all the things, guys. We're going to get into it. Buckle in, kick the tires, light the fires. It is the morning time. It is cold. It is time to rock it. Let's kick this week in the balls, guys. It's Thursday. We got 2 more days to go. Oh, we got this thing, guys, for the weekend. Next week is Thanksgiving. Oh, man, it's going to get crazy. Going to get crazy, guys. Let's talk all these things, man. Let's get into it. It is the Wakey Bakey Morning Show, brought to you by the dailydank.com, guys. Let's get into it. We go live in 2. Got a whole mess of trouble to get into this morning. Let's do it.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Time to wakey and time for bakey.
Get ready for your host with more.
Get ready for your host with more.
Mr. Brian Brown.
Mr. Brian Brown.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Heavy metal Beto. That's right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing out there? It is 7:10 a.m. Good morning. Good morning. We got Harvey Hooligans. Greatness comes from dumb ideas. Rosie Key. Good morning. Good morning. Broken Brain. How you doing? How you doing? We got a couple of the usual suspects in here. Everyone's waking up, rubbing the sleep out their eyes. Oh, it's morning time, guys. It's time to get the week going. Oh man, went over to April's new house yesterday, guys. Went and checked that out. Nice place. So happy for her making the big move down here. Excited for that. What else we do yesterday? Went down to Burger King. Had 2 burgers yesterday, my 2 Whopper Juniors with cheese. That's probably going to come to an end now that I'm not out and about. I've been doing that, man, doing that lunch for the longest time. Every day. Big shout out to everyone over there at Burger King, hooking me up every day. Rosie the Bulldog butt scratches for you. She's still in bed, old Rosie the Bulldog. Still in bed, loving it. Loving it. The warm, man. It's kind of cold. What is it, like 50 degrees out there this morning? Oh man, here in the beautiful West Coast. I don't know where you're at. Hopefully it's warm. Hopefully you're keeping warm. Had to pull out the heater yesterday. I still haven't turned on the central heat yet. Man, the AC bill, the air conditioning bill, electric bill, all through the summer, man, killed me this year. Trying to keep it as low as possible for as long as possible without turning that heat on yet. Using some space heaters, that kind of stuff. I'm getting cheap, man. Getting cheap in my old days. What else is happening though? Today, guys. Today I have a deposition for a. For another lawsuit. So many lawsuits. So that's going to be an experience, guys. So I was kind of looking forward to this one. This one should be a lot smoother than my other ones that I have gone through for the other case. But yeah, no, this should be good, guys. I'm excited. Get this thing everything's starting to get wrapped up. Oh man. What else? We finished Cross. We finished binge watching. Me and April finished binge watching Alex Cross. What is it? James Patterson novel turned into a TV show. Pretty good. I enjoyed it. If you like serial killers, if you like murder mysteries, if you like detective novels, that type of thing, this is probably going to be for you. It's based in Washington, D.C. Alex Cross is a psychologist slash detective, and all chaos ensues with serial killers. And I kind of like this. No spoilers here, guys. I'd go check it out. Great series. But the serial killer in this one, they did it very unique. They call him the fanboy killer. And it's a guy who will kidnap people, change their appearance to look like famous serial killers, and then kill them. And yeah, you have to watch it, but it's a pretty unique kind of serial killer. Electric this summer was more than my mortgage payment. You ain't lying. Double. I had one bill that was double my mortgage payment. Yeah, and the needles ain't getting any cheaper either, man. Like needles just keeps jumping up those cost of living expenses, and you're like, man, it is costing me more to live. Too bad I ain't getting no more money for it. Crazy, crazy. Yeah. So I'm trying not to. My house is older, so I don't have a lot of insulation, but using these space heaters kind of cut it down a little bit. But with AC, man, you got to have that thing pumping during the summer. There's no getting around it. Absolutely no getting around that. But wintertime, you can kind of finagle it down here. Crazy to think like back east and people like wintertime is their time, like kind of how summer times are. You don't want that boiler. You don't want that heater to go down in the wintertime. Back east, they have laws too that you can't shut someone's heat off during the winter, kind of like how we should here. Have it that you can't shut off your electric bill if it's over 110 degrees, that type of thing. Crazy to think they do that for the cold. I've never really been. I mean, it makes sense. I've never been in the cold like that. Um, That's not for me. I'm not built for that. Alex Cross stories are good. Remember the one Morgan Freeman? Is that who Alex Cross is? Is that why that sound is so familiar? I've actually read both those books, Kiss the Girls and Along Came a Spider. Those are pretty good. Those are pretty good. Yeah, I didn't realize that was one and the same. Yeah, those are good books, man. Those are really good. Be interesting to see how far they take the series. I think from what I'm hearing, it's a pretty big hit. I'm sure they'll have a couple more seasons going into it. Amazon, man, they produce some pretty good stuff. They produce some pretty good stuff. Oh, what else we got today, guys? What's dropping today for a nooner? What's dropping at noon today, guys? Let's see. Yep, do it over here. We got, I believe is it Chef Bud Smoke today? Let's see here. I think the podcast Blazed and Glazed today. Let's see. November 21st. Yeah. Chef Bud Smokes Blazed and Glazed podcast drops today, guys. Drops about at noon. This is a Thanksgiving feast, guys. Fun cannabis infused ideas for Thanksgiving. A butter glazed infused turkey, guys. High flying mashed potatoes, pumpkin bites, all infused. You're gonna want to listen to this podcast, guys. Chef Bud Smoke. He gives it it's a good one. It's a good one. I'd drop in on that, guys. But it's about 9-10 minutes long. If you guys want to check it out, I would check it out. But we're dropping podcasts every day, Monday through Friday, maybe even a little Saturday action. Noon. We got these podcasts, guys. You got the Weed Wisdom podcast. You got what is it? The high crimes or whatever. This uh true crime stories, but all drug related true crime stories, guys. What do we got? We got Dank and Dark coming up tomorrow. So yeah, a lot of cool podcasts, guys. Check them out. Something new that we're trying. If there's anything any ideas you have for them, any little tips, please let me know. It's something that we're waiting for. I'm impatiently waiting for my PS5 to get here this morning. Had to send it out for repair. Damn thing keeps freezing up on me. Oh man, I remember I had a PS3 back. They were newer at that time. That was the model. I still have it, a Fat Boy model, the big reverse compatible one, and it had went out the video plug. Like I um couldn't see it anymore. It went out, and I was up at my parents in San Clemente, in California, and there was a repair shop that said they would repair them, but it ended up being some kid who just like used his mom's business as a drop off point, and like so you drop it off, and then you just don't hear nothing back for like 2 or 3 days, and I'm like, this motherfucker stole my PlayStation, and and I'm just like, oh man. And I remember he called, like I called him and I was just kind of freaking out a little bit. It ended up being all right. He couldn't fix it. I still have it. I think they can probably fix it now. But what am I going to do with I think they're worth some money though, those PS3 fat boys. Supernova Mike, what's up? Supernova, how you doing this morning, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, so I get it. Broken brain. When you're waiting for those things to come back, man, it's kind of sketchy. Hopefully they fixed it for you. Did they say everything turned out five? Turned out five. I'm seeing Rosie's Keys post. Turned out good with it. Hopefully they got it working for you. Got to get you back on WWE 2K24, man. Got to get it on. All right, guys, I want to give a big shout out. We're going to do roll call right now. I want to do a big shout out to everyone who's out there. If you're tuning in and you can't comment, you're either working, you're driving, maybe you're just leaving the bar, whatever you're doing, guys. It is Laughlin. We're close to Laughlin, Nevada. I remember I filmed a show. It was Easy E's kids, Dr. Dre's kid. So it was their sons, and they were forming a group called Sons of NWA at the time. I think it kind of fizzled out, didn't really become anything. But so they were performing down here, and we were at Bikini's sports bar down in Laughlin. And it's probably like 6, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, and I hadn't really stayed out all night in a long time, and all of a sudden, we did the show. They're playing pool. We're having a good time, and we stumble out of bikinis, and fucking that sun's starting to come up, and it hits your face. And first time in a long time, I had felt that. Nothing like staying up all night drinking and doing that just to have when that sun hits your face, you don't realize how early it is in the morning. Oh man, that's the worst. That's the worst feeling. So if you're feeling that right now, if you're stumbling out of the bar and the sun's hitting your face, big shout out to you. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to everyone who's working right now. Maybe you're the bartender serving this fool. Whatever it is, guys. Whether you're cooking our breakfast, you're making our coffee, you're out there bagging our groceries, you're doing the things, busting our tables. Big shout out to you guys cooking the food. Landscaping, whatever, drywall and construction crew, whatever you guys are doing out there right now. Zookeepers, big shout out to the zookeepers. Is there a production? There's a production crew out there. Good one, Nova. Yeah, you know what? All you grips, all you electric people out there, electric department, all you actors, all you ground crew. Big shout out. What do we call it? Below the line. All the below the line people making movies and TV shows right now, trying to wrap it up before Thanksgiving, guys. This is where they take their break. Usually, like if you're working on a TV show, you would finish up this week, and then you would have about 2 weeks off, maybe even a month off, depending. So yeah, they're wrapping it up. They're listening to the show, but they ain't got no time to comment. They're trying to wrap this shit up, trying to get off for their break, their Thanksgiving break. There she is, Fight for Freedom. Good morning, Russ. Good morning, Chantel. Good morning. Good morning. Hopefully everyone's doing good. Yeah, so big shout out to whatever you're doing out there. If you can't comment because you're working, you're doing the things, we appreciate you listening. We appreciate you watching it. Big shout out to you. The country couldn't move without you. So big shout out. All right, let's get into this, guys. We got this morning. We got what is it? Shout outs, guys. You want to shout out? Hit up the comment. Bullhead RC's already in there, guys. Give me a shout out. Say, hey, Brian, you Friday freaking, even though it's Thursday, you Thursday to pay wearing son of a bitch. Give me a shout out. Give me and my Mima a shout out. So Mima, here's a shout out for you. Blow up those comments. Let me know, guys, because it is time for roll call.
Gangsters at 7:10 a.m. Rise and shine. It's time to slam. Break the mold. Rebel from the north. Gangsters unite. Let's raise a storm. D-A-N-K. We're here to play. Loud and proud. We won't obey. 7:10 a.m. We'll rock your day. Gangsters assemble, never fade away.
Gangsters assemble, never fade away. That's right, guys. Big shout out to the Barbosa band. Where's Lonnie this morning? Speaking of Barbosa bands, big shout out to Lonnie. Big shout out. I don't see him up in here yet. He might have a meeting or something. Big shout out to Retro Review, guys. Go check out Retro Review, man. I think today he drops his podcast show. Really, really great show, guys. If you want tips on mics, tips on how to podcast, tips on all the things, man, Back to Retro is where you need to go. He has movie reviews, whole bunch of stuff going on over there, guys. Great channel, great guy. Go check him out. Back to Retro Review. And the Mod Squad, our buddy Felix. Go check out Felix and Kevin over at the Mod Squad, guys. They're brother and sister channels. They're the same, one and the same. But go check them out, guys. Geek News, all the things. Great channel. We love them over there, so go check them out, guys. All right, who else we got? We got Harvey Hooligans in the house. We got Rosie Key, the sweet, the lovely Rosie Key. Good morning, Rosie. We got the broken brain of Eric, the sweet, the lovely broken brain of Eric. Oh man, who else we got? We got Alex Cross in the house today. Alex Cross, what's up? We got Supernova Mike. Supernova, how you doing, buddy? What's you up? What you up to today? What are you up to today? How's work going? Um, is it better in the summer or the winter? Do you just go to work a little later in the winter than you would in the summer? Do you just adjust, or is it? I would imagine the wind. I don't know because what you do, I think the hot would be worse because as soon as you spray that shit on there, like with the heat, man, that's hard to do. You got to do it without the sun on that thing. At least with the wind, you can kind of work around it. I would imagine. I would imagine. Blow it up. Let me know, Supernova Mike. I'm interested in that. What else we got? What else we got up here? All the production crews. Big shout out. Russ, Chantel. Good morning. Good morning. There's Lonnie. There's Lonnie. Oh, happy birthday, Chantel's mom. I was reading. I didn't see her. I didn't see her post, but I saw Lonnie's, and I was like, "Happy birthday, Fight for Freedom, mom." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, wait a minute. What?" So happy birthday, big happy birthday, Chantel's mom. Happy birthday to you. That's right. Mr. Crispers is in the house. What? What? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I see a Mr. Crispers. Good morning. I don't see a post though. Well, anyway, we always shout out Mr. Crispers. He's watching. He's watching. He's always watching. He knows when you're asleep. He knows when you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. Mr. Crispers is watching you sleep. Mr. Crispers is watching you eat. Mr. Crispers is in your window peeping like Chavez from the city of needles. Oh. Thank you, Mr. Krabs, for that happy birthday rendition. Oh, money, money, money. That's all I got to say. Money, 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 SpongeBob. Oh man, wintertime is the best for windows. You're exactly right. When we do window clings for my seasonal job, man, you got to do it early in the morning because you douche them with soap and water, and then you put your window cling up and you can adjust it. Ooh, I got a little flabby arm going there. Need to start working out again. Oh man, too much caffeine. Got to start too much soda. I start cutting that again. Oh man, maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe I'm just getting old. Mr. Christopher says he's always here. He just doesn't chat much. No, he definitely is. He definitely is. Like I said, he knows when you're asleep. Oh man. So anyway, you throw these window clings up, man. But if it's hot, this soap and water, like before you can even put the cling on the window, this stuff is dry. Oh, such a pain in the ass, man. I talked to my son down in Colorado yesterday, and he was saying it hasn't gotten too cold up there yet. It's getting there though. The wind chill will start coming up. Rosie Key. The wind chill will start coming down, bringing that temperature down. But man, ooh, he's loving it. He hated the heat down here, so he's absolutely loving it. Proud of that kid. Proud of him, man. Good morning, everyone who just joined the chat. I don't know. I don't think anyone just joined. Mr. Crispers is somewhere out there. We know he is. We know. How cool was it to see Chris Zucchini yesterday? Big shout out, man. Glad to see him doing good out there. Glad to see him hanging tight. All right, who else we got? We got the Broken Brain. We got Lonnie. Had to put up window clings on the Parker, Arizona. Cold was always better. Yeah. Oh man, it gets nasty. So big shout out to everyone out there, guys. Everyone out in the mix getting it done today. All right, guys, let's talk some wakey bakey news this morning. A plot, guys, a plot. The bomb, the New York Stock Exchange has been foiled. A homeless man was caught bragging that he felt like Bin Laden. FBI arrests man in alleged New York Stock Exchange a bomb plot. A Florida man who's Federal law enforcement alleged plan to detonate a bomb this week at the New York Stock Exchange was arrested Wednesday after undercover FBI agent recorded him saying, "I feel like bin Laden." American Harun Abdul Malak Yener, 30, that's the name that would be charged with that, was charged with attempting to use an explosive device to damage or destroy a building used to interstate commerce, according to the charging documents in the U.S. District Court in the Southern District of Florida. Yenner of Coral Springs, a city about 20 miles northwest of Fort Lauderdale, planned on to set off a bomb outside the stock exchange on Wall Street in Manhattan. According to the 25 criminal complaint filed by the FBI, it will be like a small nuke went off, court records show. Wow. Told the FBI agents anything outside the building will be wiped out, anything inside will be killed. Although a motive was not specifically clear, an FBI agent wrote that the affidavit that Warner wanted to reboot or reset the United States government. Online records show a judge assigned a public defender to represent Yerner. USA Today has reached out, assigned to the federal defender in South Florida. In addition, comment regarding the late Osama bin Laden. It's about September 11th. Yarner also reportedly expressed general anti-government sentiment and alleged tried to join the right-wing militants. The country is due for a revolution. Changing the charging documents read. Woo, man. Let's see, is this part of it? An American storage unit and a bomb maker schematics. Described as homeless. Court papers show Yerner as born in the United States on February 2024. The charging documents read the FBI began investigating Yerner after agents received a tip he was storing bomb making schematics in an unlocked storage unit in Coral Springs. After obtaining a search warrant, FBI special agents found bomb making sketches, watches with timers, electronic circuit boards, and other electronics in the storage unit. Agents also alleged discovered his repeated Google internet searches for aspects of bomb making as far back as 2017. The FBI affidavit continues. After meeting with an FBI undercover employee who Yarn reportedly believed to be part of a militia, court documents read the defendant identified as the New York Stock Exchange as a location for deploying and detonating the improvised explosion device and his target date, carrying out the bombing of the week of November 18th. Oh man, a couple days ago. During the meeting, Yerner discussed different methods of building a remote detonating device that the affidavit continues. With a remote, there will be multiple ways I can remote trigger a detonator. I've used a doorbell. I've liked to use a two-way radio because you can detonate from miles away. Yenner told the undercover officer. Yenner affidavit continues saying he wanted to use a two-way radio to detonate because it would be harder for law enforcement to intercept or trace a two-way radio signal. The stock exchange we want to hit that because it will wake people up. He said, according to the affidavit, I want it to be powerful enough to, of course, blow up the doors. A fan blow up anything in there, like big enough to blow up anything existing in there, would be killed. Both before and after recording some of his statements, Yarner continued to discuss a potential second wave of attacks following an attempted New York Stock Exchange bombing. The agent wrote in the complaint. Yarner is detained, due back in court in December, and that is it, guys. That's the New York Stock Exchange bomber, man. You know what it kind of reminds me of? Oklahoma. It kind of reminds me of Oklahoma. It reminds me of Timothy McVeigh, man. Well, here I was so early. Everyone who joined me, is it better after D1K? Florida, man. It's all, hey, there's Russ. There's Mr. Crispers. There's Mr. Crispers. Sorry, was fighting the tea kettle. Mr. Crispers, when you drink tea in the morning, do you do the finger thing? I gotta know. I gotta know. Something I can't because I got a crooked finger. You guys have seen this before, so I can't do the fancy tea thing. So yeah, this reminds me of Oklahoma a little bit. Wake and bake, and then get down to some Star Wars. Nice, nice on the Xbox. And this, what Star Wars are you playing? Which one? I just started playing Outlaws a little bit ago. Um, Still getting used to it. Still getting used to it. Um, Hey, there's April. Good morning. Good morning. Better a crooked finger than a crooked willy. Ask Bill Clinton. Just ask Bill Clinton that one. Didn't he have a crooked wiener? Wasn't that what Jedi Fallen Order? Nice. Isn't one or two? I love the first one. I got the second one, but I haven't really gotten into it that much. Man, I love that first one. Um, really, really good game. Really good. That's one of those ones you can get lost in. Yeah, one is totally you can totally get lost in that one. Play for hours, man. Jumping on the walls used to piss me off. You got to have your guy like run across certain walls and stuff. Oh, it can get so frustrating. I don't know. Crooked Willie can do it around corners. But isn't not to get political? I don't know if this is political, but didn't Monica Lewinsky say that Bill Clinton had like a crooked wiener? That's what I think. That's what. Oh man, is that even talking politics at this point? Oh man, if you're still offended for Monica Lewinsky, then you're offended by Monica Lewinsky. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you at that point. Oh man, so yeah, this reminds me of the bombing plot. Reminds me a lot of Oklahoma, man. A lot of Timothy McVeigh. If you guys remember, that was his whole thing, man. Anti-government. We're gonna do a wake-up call. We're gonna bomb a federal building, and then people will, jump in the street and join our cause and all that kind of rhetoric. Obviously, that didn't happen. Um, and I've told the story before. I've actually Timothy McVeigh was spent some time down here in Mojave County, the Kingman Bullhead City area, more specific. I had met him once. We kind of ran in the same circle, friend of a friend thing, and we went over to a house to go buy some methamphetamines. This is way back. I mean, obviously, because Timothy McVeigh's been dead for a million years, but this was back in the day, way before the bombings. We went to a house, me and my buddy. It was his connect, so I had to sit in the living room while he went back and did the deal or whatever. And Timothy McVeigh was there, and we were sitting in the living room together, and we bullshitted for a little while. We talked about what the fuck did we? We talked about dope. I think we talked about rails. Do you guys remember? I don't know if any of you guys are old meth heads. Um, we used to do a thing called a hotline. Is that what it was? A hotline? So you would chop up your line of meth, and then you would get a tube, a glass tube, and you would heat the bottom of the glass tube, and then you put the cold part up your nose, and you would snort the methamphetamines. But by it being hot, um, it would then melt it, and you're basically inhaling smoke at that point through your nose into your lung. Hey, there's Rosie. There's Rosie the bulldog. Um, and you would do that. And so that's actually what we that's what we talked about. We talked about a couple other things, just bullshit. Like, it was one of those just make conversation pass the time. But yeah, there was a time that I actually met Timothy McVeigh, probably about a year before all the shit went down. I knew a girl that he kind of was fooling around with through a friend. Like I kind of knew the lady. So that's how we kind of knew each other. But that's what this reminds me of. While you're on the topic of meth, Brian, did you know that K Jewelers is having a nice Black Friday 30% off engagement rings? Go get your rocks. Here we go. Here we go, guys. The engagement talk. The engagement talk is so yeah, that's how I know Timothy McVeigh. He ended up getting busted in Oatman, right? Like a big old showdown out in Oatman. But yeah, he was around. That's what this reminds me of, man. Someone who wants to change the establishment type of thing. That's dangerous thinking, man. That's someone who's just mad, who just that's one thing, man. But when you want to change the establishment, you start talking that thing. That's just crazy. Just trying to help a brother out. It's dangerous running a hotel. People don't realize. I could imagine, man. What hotel? There's this hotel over on I guess it would be Bill Street. As you're going up Bill Street, like when you're getting to Dam Bar. Before Dam Bar, there's a hotel on the right hand side if you're coming from like downtown Kingman. Um, and it's facing like the railroad tracks and the canyon. I always thought that would be a good, and you know what? It just shows how demented I am. I always thought that would be a good place to go on the run. Like if you were gonna hide out and the cops were looking for you, a little hotel snuck in the back that overlooks a canyon that they're not coming from that way. Um, I always thought that. I bet you people, is that the hilltop? Is that where he stayed at the hilltop? Um, is that the same one that he stayed at? Harvey. But yeah, that's the one I would say, man. And that's just from looks, man. My cousin. Oh, you know what? Maybe we should talk about my cousin here in a minute. I wanted to. I might do a whole. You know what? We'll do the true crime show about him today. So my cousin is in prison right now, but about 2 years ago, he had warrants out for his arrest out of Vegas, and my cousin's name is Shane Brown and the notorious Shane Brown. And so they arrest the dude. And my cousin's a 40, he's like probably 50 now. He's older than me. He's like 52, 53. So he's like a 50 middle-aged white guy, tweaker, looks the part. And very specific looks my cousin had. So in Vegas 2 years ago, they arrest a guy named Shane Brown for warrants for my cousin. This is a 23-year-old African American man who's never been in trouble in his life. I hate to laugh. He spent 6 days in jail because of my cousin. 6 days in jail until he finally gets in front of a judge, and the fucking public defender is like, Your Honor. I don't even think it was a public defender. I think he ended up getting an attorney. And the guy's like, Your Honor, my client has never been a 52-year-old white male. He's a 23-year-old black male. He's never been a middle-aged white male, Your Honor. And the guy sued. I think hopefully he got a shit ton of money for that. But we're going to talk about my cousin today on the 420 show, Shane Brown, and Las Vegas identification case. Oh man, I wonder if I can get the dude on here and then get my cousin too. I should try to do like a whole, like a dynamic podcast with it. Yeah, I wonder if I reach out to the guy. So what happened? Did you get kicked off Facebook again? No, I'm having trouble with this I'm having trouble with this program of Mux or whatever it's called. If I do it from my phone, I can set it for YouTube and Instagram and Twitch, but for some reason, YouTube or Facebook has a problem establishing it. You got to do it more than 10 minutes ahead of time. You guys know how I love flying by the seat of my pants. So this morning I was on if you do it from the computer, it works. If you do it from your phone, it kind of is funky. So I did it from my phone this morning. And I just didn't. I just was like, I ain't gonna fuck with it. I'll just run the two. I'll just run the two. Streaming to other platforms. Yeah. Just got to dial it in. They're not the mobile app isn't 100% yet, so it makes some things a little difficult. And like I said, I like to wake up, go to the bathroom before the show because I can't poop my pants again. I like to have that kind of routine, and then I when I first wake up, I'll set the show. I need to start setting them the week ahead of time. Like just I got plans on doing in Facebook. They shut down my group. Had to start another group. One had 30. Whoa, are you serious? Damn, Russ, that sucks, brother. Damn. That really sucks. 3,600 members. Woo. Facebook is kind of shitty, man. Like I've seen other pages, like it really hasn't. Well, I guess it has happened to mine in the past, where it's like a delayed complaint, where like people will complain, oh, it's weed content or whatever, and you don't hear nothing about it for months. And then all of a sudden it's like strike, 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 strike. You're just getting dinged with all this stuff from like old videos. Yeah, I've had pages taken down. One of my favorite stories, man, when old school healing center. It was me and the former owner. We used to do videos together. You guys know. You guys know the story. But this time we're on our last strike. Well, we had got the page banned for like I think 5 days or something, and then they brought it back. And to be a smartass, I did a video where I was like, apparently, just my name went against standards, and the pig. See, they get so crazy. So what we did was new one is just called Cannabis Society. I'm gonna make sure I join that one. I wondered, I hadn't seen any posts, and I was like wondering if you were okay. Um, Oh, so we got suspended for like 5 days or something. So what we do is we come back and like the one where you were dressed like a baby New Year. Oh man, needs to suck his own burger. So we did like a press conference one, and we announced that we came to terms with Facebook, and we won't say things like, it was like a string of bleeps. I don't know. It's a famous DX angle from wrestling back in the day. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, a famous angle where they were getting censored by USA Network. And they did a press conference and they said all the things that they weren't allowed to say. So we did that. I was like, so we came to an agreement with Facebook. We will no longer say things like beep, bleep, 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 and bleep, bleep, bleep. And on occasion, it might be bleep, 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 bleep. Like, so that was the whole video. One fucking day. One day that video was up and they took the whole page. Boom. The whole page was gone like that. So if someone's saying it's an algorithm, I don't think it always is. I think it's somebody there, and either they pass you or fail you, depending on how they feel. But yeah, man, they wiped that whole page out. It was pretty funny, actually, pretty funny. But yeah, man, it's the worst. It's the worst. My broken brain group is still not working properly because all I did was. And why is it mentioning CBD is a lot worse than mentioning weed? It seems like more people get banned for CBD talk than for other things. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, guys, let's get more into the news. Anyway, yeah. So this bombing reminds me a lot of Oklahoma. Luckily, they were able to foil it. But you got to think, man. There's some people out there who want to change things up, man. You got to be careful. They don't care who or what gets in their way, guys. Oh, here's a big one. Simpsons actor Pamela Hayden, voice of Milhouse, leaves show after 35 years. Oh, wow. That's a heck of a job. Pamela Hayden starred in nearly 700 episodes of The Simpsons. After much deliberation, I have decided to retire from The Simpsons to pursue other creative outlets. 32 years. That's a long time, man. That show's been on forever. Oh man, big shout out. Be interesting to see what she does. I guess you're not really typecasted because because you know you're just the voice. I smoked weed on a live and didn't get yeah, so you know what? That's the one thing. You can use cannabis on Facebook all you want. You can smoke it, you can eat it, you can drink it. I've never been in trouble for consuming cannabis on a live. I've gotten in trouble as soon as you mention the effects of it and that kind of thing. I don't know, man. I think they just make up their own fucking rules. I've seen dispensaries straight. I mean, I've done it straight do ads and not get taken down. But yet you mentioned CBD. It's crazy. All right. Let's check this one out, guys. So this is, we all know art can get a little weird. And not the weirdo from Kingman who does DJing. That guy's a fucking kid toucher if I ever saw one. But what the fuck was that? Sounded like a phone ringing. That was weird. All right, guys. A duct tape banana sells for $6.2 million on an art auction. We all know art can get a little crazy, guys. You know, modern art, self-expression, all the things. But a piece of conceptual art consisting of a simple banana and duct tape taped to a wall sold for $6.2 million on an auction in New York on Wednesday, with the winning bid coming from a prominent cryptocurrency entrepreneur. Wouldn't that be nice to have that much money? Fucking, what are you even gonna do with it? The banana's gonna go rotten. The duct tape ain't saving the banana. Comedian. Let's see. Comedian by Italian. That's what it's called. Comedian by Italian artist Mazzo Cataline was a phenomenon when it debuted in 2019 at Art Basel, Miami Beach. A festival goers tried to make out whether a single yellow piece of fruit asphyxiated to a white wall with silver duct tape was a joke or a cheeky commentary or questionable standards among art collectors. At one point, another artist took the banana off the wall and ate it. The piece attracted so much attention that it had to be withdrawn from view, but 3 editions sold for 120 and 150,000, according to the gallery handling sales at the time. 5 years later, Justin Sun, founder of cryptocurrency platform Tron, has now paid more than 40 times the higher price point of the Sotheby's auction. More than accurate, Sun purchased a certificate of authenticity that gives him authority to duct tape a banana to a wall and call it a comedian. I heard it again. What's going on? Oh, let me turn. I don't think. Hang on, guys. I got to turn off my alarm, maybe. Yep. There we go. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Rosie had to go to the bathroom, and April didn't know if the alarm was on or not. All right, so starting bid for this, the piece attracted heavy attention at a busy auction at Sotheby's, with attended the crowd room holding up phones to take the banana, as 2 handlers wearing white gloves stood at the booth side, both sides of the banana. Starting at 800,000, within minutes, shot up to 2 million, then 3 million, then 4. And higher, as the auctioneer Oliver Broker joked, "Don't let it slip away. Don't miss this opportunity," Barker said. "These are words I've never thought I'd say. $5 million for a banana." The final hammer price announced in the room was 5.2, which didn't include about $1 million in auction fees paid by the buyer. In a statement, Sun said the piece represents a cultural phenomenon that bridges the world of art, memes, and cryptocurrency community. But he said the latest version of the comedian won't last long. Additionally, in the coming days, I'll personally eat the banana as part of the unique artistic experience, honoring the place in both history and pop culture. Sotheby's called Caitlin among contemporary art's most brilliant provocators. He has persistently disrupted the art world status quo and meaningful so I don't know. Isn't that the point of art? Is to get you talking about it, is to get you acting about it, getting you feeling it. Kind of what this is, right? We're talking about it now. Russell, is there a difference between CBD and regular seed? Serious question. Yeah, making a bank on that dirt bank. Oh, what's Mr. Christopher say? YouTube is dumb. Let's see, Mr. Crispers. You don't text me anymore, April. Now sad. What's Brian got that I don't got? If you say Crooked Willie, I'm out. Oh man, it's the banana with duct tape. The comedian. Oh man. All right. So I don't know. What do you guys think? That's a lot of money for a banana. A lot of money. Yeah. Let's see here. What else we got? What else we got for Wakey Bakey news this morning? Russ director says film premiere is bittersweet. We talked about that yesterday. I don't think that movie should be out. I think he got lucky. Alex Baldwin got lucky. His lawyer had a Perry Mason moment. It was able to get him off of the whole thing. That doesn't mean you should go out and just continue what you were doing. I mean, you were wrong. A person died. Regardless of whether you were at fault or not, a person died. Hey there, Rosie. Hey there, Rosie. A person died. Oh, you gotta go out, Mama. Trouble shovel. All right, hang on one second, guys. Let me do this real quick. All right, San Francisco is the star. What the? That's not the story I clicked on. Or maybe it is. All right, hang on one second, guys. Let me throw a video up here real quick. All right, I gotta let Rosie out. I'll be right back.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Time to wakey and time for bakey.
Time to wakey and time for bakey.
Get ready for your host with more.
Get ready for your host with more.
Mr. Brian Brown.
Mr. Brian Brown.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Que la roja visuele cuando le moviese ligado igualito que yuca. Ese pelo que él tiene tan lindo, no venga a pensar que eso es una peluca. Tienes cotorra, perico, yo tengo cotorra, tú tienes la cuca. Está claro en el ring, en el piso yo quien te...
All right, guys, we were back. Rosie didn't have to go to the bathroom. She wanted her treat for going to the bathroom. Oh, that dog, guys, that dog is crazy. Got to get the Rosie the Bulldog song going again. Oh man. A person died at his hand. He profits of the movie. Yeah, exactly Harvey Hooligans. I think that movie should be DOA. No pun intended. It shouldn't. Yeah, it should be done. Let's see. That's the one I wanted to stick. Okay. So the movie Wicked is coming out this weekend, guys. I'm actually looking forward to it. Probably wait till it's on streaming to check it out. But me and my daughter Trinity always wanted to go to the play. This is a Wizard of Oz, I guess, prequel, right? Where it talks about the two witches and how the Wicked Witch became the Wicked Witch. Um, I don't know. Most of you are probably like me, grew up watching Wizard of Oz when it came on TV once a year. And then with the invention of cable, it would come on, a few times. But man, it was a special thing when Wizard of Oz came on. That wasn't a movie you could go just get the VHS tape of or anything like that. It was a moment, man. It was something that you had to be part of. You had to plan when it was going. We need to get the Bulldog races going again. Yeah, we do. We really do. Of course, you're looking forward to that movie. So welcome to Know It All. In the age of intellectual property grabs, docudramas, and very many sequels, it can be difficult to find a way into the complicated world we see on screen in the series. Experts explain what you need to know to get into the latest hot release. So Wicked billed as a true story of Glinda the Good and the Wicked Witch of the West. This is very famous. From what you see is what you get. Witches from the Wizard of Oz. It's based on a well-loved, very catchy Broadway musical that's been around for 20 years. It also stars pop queen Ariana Grande and powerhouse Cynthia Evaro. and the movie's very expansive, very expensive marketing campaign seemed determined forever to alter the way we think about pink and green. Wicked is everywhere. Surely it can't be that impenetrable. But you know that the Broadway musical is based on Gregory Maguire's revisionist novels, which were in turn inspired by Frank Blum's series of a dozen books about Oz. And that major plot in the novels involves talking animals that love sunnets and science. Anyway, guys, there's a lot of, it's going to be a musical. There's going to be a lot of musical numbers. Um, it's going to be pretty good, I think. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm not really a musical guy, so it's a little different, but I like the story. I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to show. And freaking, how does Ariana Grande not age? Like, I remember she looks the same as she was in Cat and Sam. What is she, like 32 now or something? Like, and she still looks like she's 18, 17, whatever. Like she should be on Sam and Cat again. Or what was the other one she was in? Victorious. That was my kids used to watch that all the time. I just want to let you know, Brian, to be sure to let Maso know. Oh, I sure will. I will. He's not there. I think this till Monday. But I will definitely. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. All right, there we go. There we go. Oh, Harvey Hooligan was bogarting the joint. Watch out, watch out. So yeah, man, I think this movie's gonna do huge. Thanksgiving weekend. I think it's gonna do huge numbers. I think it's gonna be a new favorite for little girls, little boys, all around. This will be the one next year. We'll be doing Wicked costumes for Halloween. Just wait. That's because you got. Oh, that's horrible, broken brain. That's horrible. Just horrible. Oh man. All right, let's get in. Let's see what else we got, guys. So yeah, that's the big movie coming out. Your Thanksgiving weekends, you got a lot of movies. Um oh, here's some good news, guys. Here's some great news. Here is some great news. See if I can get it pulled up here. Comedian, not the comedian, the banana art exhibit, but comedian Ellen DeGeneres, and I use that word lightly. Um, Here, we'll just do the video of it here. Let's check it out. Yeah, Ellen DeGeneres, following Donald Trump's presidential election win. Former talk show host DeGeneres backed Trump's rival Kamala Harris during the election. In several days since the result, a number of celebrities have taken to social media to share their views, with some celebrating and many others being sad. Some stars have vowed to move abroad rather than live 4 years under the second term. It's so stupid. So stupid. According to the Rap, DeGeneres has made good on her vow, purchasing property in the Cost World Citrus region of southwest England that's around 2 hours from London. Good riddance. TMZ have further reported that her wife, Portia, married and decided to get the hell out of the U.S. Good. Good. We don't want you here. We don't want you here anyway. Didn't she get like totally blackballed from like Hollywood and everything because she is a total bitch? Wasn't that? Isn't that the deal? Isn't Ellen like the biggest bitch in the world, and people hate her and they don't want to work with her? And I think she just left the fucking U.S. because no one likes her. I think she's more hated than fucking Trump. To be honest, man, no one likes her stupid dance. Oh, I can't do that. Oh shit. You know what I mean? Who gives a fuck about Ellen's stupid dance? I never understood, her whole thing. I always thought it was stupid, her stick. Um, and she got blown up, man. So who cares? Ellen, Portia, good riddance. We'll see ya. Actually, we won't see ya. Have fun. Have fun over there being a bitch to people who don't care about you. Oh, man. It's hilarious how many people are getting mad because famous people are doing the Trump dance. I didn't see that one. Tell them, move out if you're going to do that. Get some Xana White shit. There you go. There you go. Rosie Keene. Rosie Keene knows how to post these things. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Who gives a fuck? Like, okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. So I absolutely hate Hillary Clinton. I can't stand Hillary Clinton. That's just my personal opinion. If you love her, good for you, whatever. I don't like Hillary Clinton. I can't stand her. When she was running for president, not that I have the means to get up and do it, but never once did I say, if she wins presidency, I'm moving. I'm getting out of here. I can't stand. Oh. That's just stupid. I'm going to leave the country because someone got elected president. Again, this ain't not, no matter how much you want it to be. We're not living in Nazi Germany right now. No one's getting rounded up, taken to concentration camp. This is just, it's not going to happen. It isn't ever going to happen. So for people to be like, "Oh, for our safety, we need to go." First of all, you're a fucking white female. Nothing's going to happen, even if things get crazy. It's just stupid, man. People doing stupid things, trying to get attention. And you know what? Why wouldn't you? Okay, if I'm that upset and I'm scared and I'm so scared that I'm leaving the country, why am I tweeting about it? Why am I posting on social media about it? Why am I not just getting the fuck out of here because it's so dangerous that I need to leave immediately? No, I'm going to tweet about it. Just like that stupid, who is that? Don Lemon. Yeah, I see this fucking idiot. Um, this guy, he's struggling. I'm gonna see him working fucking Spirit Halloween next year. This motherfucker looking for a seasonal job. That's how far his fucking star has gone down. So this guy doesn't like Twitter because of Elon Musk. So what does he do? He formulates a big post on Twitter saying how he's not going to post on Twitter anymore. But then he goes, "Well, I'm only going to share things on Twitter. I'm not going to actually make original posts on Twitter. I'll make original posts on TikTok and then send it over to Twitter. So I'm not technically out of Twitter, but I'm boycotting Twitter." What? Hey, Pamela, how's it going? Did you see the video? He got boobs on that video. Back to retro. How's it going? Pamela, we were just we are talking about the Florida guy. Back to retro too. There was a Florida man who tried to had plotted to bomb the New York Stock Exchange. And we're like, why is it always Florida, man? Always Florida. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Do the little dance. If they're leaving, they're leaving. Who cares? I don't really care. Again, why do you want us all to know that you're leaving? Just leave. If you're in danger, if you're scared, then just leave. You don't have to tweet about it. Florida is fed up. For real, man. Florida is crazy. Florida, don't get Arizona and Florida. The Florida meth is good stuff, man. Florida man without a Florida name. Oh man, good morning, back to retro. All right, guys, how's everyone doing? All right, let's get into some more here. What do we got? You know what? Man, we're already an hour into this sucker. Let's get into today in history, guys. That's right. If we don't know the past, we're doomed to repeat it. This is brought to you by 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California, the Healing Center, guys. Black Friday deals are going to twist your brain something crazy, guys. I'm going to go down there today, shoot some wild weekly deals. I think we have about a week before Black Friday. Actually, less than a week before Black Friday deals drop, guys. Going to be a big one. You're going to want to pay attention. So we'll have a warm-up week this week. But check out the dailydank.com for those prices, guys. They got Pops back in stock, guys. I picked me up an ounce yesterday. Go check out some White Girl Wasted. get white girl wasted with some white girl, guys. Strain, not just some random white girl. That's what the strain is called. Go check it out, guys. It's 4 grams for like $15, man. You can't beat that. All right, guys, today in history. If we don't know the past, we're doomed to repeat it. Let's do it.
In history, a journey through time where legends are born and secrets intertwine. Join us at 7:10 a.m. for all to see as we unravel the histories from our history.
Boom, boom. All right, guys. Today in history is brought to you by Botanica.com. It's where we get all our information from, and also brought to you by the Healing Center, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. Your number one cannabis superstore, guys. Biggest savings in all the land. All right, guys, birthdays today. We got special birthday. Michael Strahan, American football player, born 1971. Ken Griffey Jr., phenom, born in 1969, guys. Who remembers that 89 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. card? Very first pack of 89 Upper Deck I ever saw, ever opened. My mom went to Smith's, the grocery store, and they had packs on sale, and they were supposed to be more. They were supposed to be like $2 a pack, but they had them for 50 cents. And my mom didn't realize what they were, and she came back with 4 packs, and I was like, "Holy shit! Do you know what this is? We got to get up there and buy them all." Very first pack, I pull a Del Murphy Jr. Is it Del Murphy? Yeah, Del Murphy, not Junior. I think just Del Murphy. I thought it was the reverse negative, and I was like, "Oh," but it ended up not being. I was so excited. I thought, "Oh man, it's like a $200 car," but then behind it, I didn't notice was the Griffey Jr. So very first pack I opened, I got the Del Murphy regular, and I got the Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. And that was the very first pack I ever pulled, man. I was just telling April that if things go well, whatever, financially, maybe for Christmas, I treat myself a little bit to an 89 Upper Deck low box, and I open them. That's how I spent my childhood. I loved opening up wax boxes, man. There's such like mine, just you're free, you feel good, man. There's something about it for me. So kind of to relive my childhood, I thought, if things go all right, bonus wise, whatever, financially, I might pick me up one. Who knows? Maybe not, but it's a good thought to have. If you're doing good, you might as well treat yourself a little bit. I'm not doing that good, so we'll see. We'll see, though. No, but man, yeah, it's phenomenal. That 89 Upper Deck Griffey. Griffey's career, phenomenal. Big bucket of win for King Griffey Jr. Boom. Troy Aikman, American football player, another big bucket of win right there. Born in 1966. Bjork. Musician, Icelandic musician, was born in 1965. I never realized she was from Iceland. 1898, Rene Magritte, Belgian artist, was born in 1898, guys. And then born in 1694, Fauconnier, French philosopher and author was born. All right, guys, in 1620, a featured event was the signing of the Mayflower Compact. On this day in 1620, 41 male passengers on the Mayflower, prior to landing in Plymouth, Massachusetts, signed the Mayflower Compact, by which they agreed to abide by the laws of a new government they would establish. That's big right there. The New World, baby. 2017. After 37 years as leader of Zimbabwe, first prime minister and later as president, Robert Mugabe resigned from office as the parliament began impeachment processing against him. Well, when you're prime minister for 37 years. 2002, a North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO summit meeting in Prague extended an official invitation to become new alliance members to Bulgaria, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Romania, Slovakia, and Slovenia. A lot of Vanias in there. 2000, the United Farm Workers Union called off the boycott of California table grapes, begun in 1984 by union organizer Cesar Chavez to protest the use of dangerous pesticides. It was part of a series of UFW strikes that had started the Delano grape strikes of 1965 through 1970. Who remembers the grape strikes? A peace agreement known as the Dayton Accords was reached by President of Bosnia, Croatia, and Siberia during the Bosnia War of 1995 or in 1995. The Vazario, original Vazarnios, Narrows Bridge spanning New York Harbor from Brooklyn to Staten Island, opened to traffic in 1964. 1931, the horror classic Frankenstein, based on the stage adaptation of Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley's 1818 novel, was released in the United States, and it helped make the hulking monster, who was portrayed by Boris Karloff, one of the most recognizable characters in film history. Tomorrow, guys, actually, I should have dropped it today. Tomorrow, Dank and Dark, we talk about how Frankenstein shaped my film career, made me want to become a filmmaker. Great movie, man. Great movie. Rebecca Ann Flitton in 1922 of Georgia was sworn into office, becoming the first woman seated in the U.S. Senate. Felton, who was appointed to the seat, served only 2 days. On Bloody Sunday, the Irish Republican Army killed 11 Englishmen suspected of being intelligence agents, and the Black and Tans took revenge the same afternoon, attacking spectators and players at the Gaelic football match in Croke Park, Dublin, killing 12 and ending 60. Woo! And wounding 60. 1920, American baseball player Stan Musial, who is considered one of the greatest games hitter of all time, was born. I met Stan Musial. He's on my autograph ball, on my Hall of Fame ball. I met him in Las Vegas. I brought a pin and the pin didn't work. I remember that specifically because I wanted to make sure the ink matched the rest of the ink. So I had one pin. Great guy, man. I always looked up to Stan Musial. I love golden era baseball, man. I really do. Eddie Matthews, Stan Musial, just those pure hitters, man. Nothing beats it. 1898, Belgium artist Rene Magritte, one of the prominent surrealist painters whose bizarre flights of fancy blended horror, Preval, comedy, and mystery, was born. Lord Lytton of India launched the Second Anglo-Afghan War. 1806, the colonial system, a blockade designed to close the entire European continent to British trade, was proclaimed when Napoleon issued the Berlin Decree. 1783, the first crewed hot air balloon flight was made by John Felicia Patera de Razzi and Francisco Lamat Macross de Langelis, traveling from the Chateau de Molly across the Bosnian Bulgarian on the edge of Paris in a balloon made by those guys. And that was your Today in History, guys. That's right. Oh, man. Yes, Stan Musial. What a freaking hell of a ball player, man. Love that old school baseball. White girl pops weed is good. Brian, so glad your belly is doing better today. I have a slabbed 89 Upper Deck Griffey. And that's what's an iconic one, man. If none of you have listened to the new podcast, are really intriguing. Appreciate that, Eric. The FDA kills more Americans than war. That is true. That is true. All right, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. I gotta get ready for that deposition. I got a few things to do today. We will be back at 4:20. Actually, today at noon, guys. At nooner, we got what is it? What is dropping today? What did I say? It was Chef Bud Smoke, guys. You're looking for how to make infused butter, how to make your turkey a little more. You want to see a turkey fly? cook it in some cannabis-infused butter, guys. That's right. Chef Bud Smoke dropping a podcast today at noon, and then we will be back at 4:20, guys, with all the things. All right, so appreciate you. True Crime Thursday today, guys. Make sure you're hanging out. Be the difference in the world out there. Make the change happen. Be the change, guys. Hold the door open for the lady. Listen to the old man stories. You guys know how it goes. You are loved and you are appreciated. Go out there and show the world. All right, guys, I appreciate you. We will see you at noon and again at 4:20. Busy. All right, guys, have a good one. Appreciate you, and I will see you guys on the flip side. See you guys.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
We'll see you guys. Have a good one. Whoop, whoop.